It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Goff now looking to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. To throw, Williams. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. To the air, Williams. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll try and run here with Irving. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 97 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
A short throw to Musgrave. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake, it's Williams. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. But you look at this Bronco defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw is Williams. This pass left side to Downs. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton. 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Again, it's Achane. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give, running right, Achane. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. They will toss to Brown. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Luke Musgrave, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Williams. Connecting over the middle with Downs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Williams. That pass complete to Moore. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Throwing is Williams. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. To the air once more. Williams. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2 yards to go, second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Working out of the gun, Williams. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gone. A short throw to Musgrave, finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Goff now to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Goff. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw is Goff. Another one caught by Collins. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Goff throwing again. Got a man. It's Collins complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head over to Highmark Stadium to check out what's happening with the Bills. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Brock Purdy has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Blake Corum, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw, Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air, Williams. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll fake the give, now Williams. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Here now, 3rd and a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run out of the gun with Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far. But 2nd and 13 here. Once again, it's Irving. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Goff. He'll complete this one to Collins. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Collins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. A short throw to Musgrave. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Here's Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Achane gets it from the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Goff. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. Here's Williams. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's a handoff to Irving. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Now Goff. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Here's a 2nd and 5. A run straight ahead with Achane. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Goff now looking to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. At the 19-yard line. Up the middle, Achane. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. On the handoff, it's Achane. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Achane. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they'll indeed take a knee. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And they take a knee. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So the Chiefs now down 13-7, 30 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Denver, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in week